back to another video. As you can tell, it is pretty early here in Florida. As you guys already saw, we got the Dunkin' secured. I don't know what this, I forgot what this drink is called. I think it's called like Irish cold brew or something like that with like cold foam up top, but it looks weird, but it's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So you heard it here first. If you go to Dunkin' and you get the Irish cold brew, cold foam, whatever it's called, it's pretty good. Dang, man, I miss this car. Not having your car for like 3 weeks, or even like a week, or even a couple of days is always rough on a car, guys. There's no way. Yo, I can't make this up. Yo, I can't make this up. Let me ran into a buddy. Another M3. Ooh, watch this divot. Ooh. Catch him up here at the light. Don't throw rocks at me, man. Don't get in front of me, please. Bye, friend. That's funny, the people you run into when you're just on your way to work early in the morning. It's always awesome to see another F80 guy. But as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, ooh, there's a cop. That guy, I'm doing the speed limit. Like I was saying, as you can tell by the title of today's video, guys, we are installing taillights on the F80. And I don't know if I'm gonna give it away. Uh-oh, what we got going on here? Dang, man, I'm catching all the good stuff this morning. But like I was saying, I don't know if I'll give it away in the actual title or not. But just in case I don't, I won't tell you what style of taillights we're installing today. But they are one that is less common, less commonly seen, I guess you could say, on, you know, the F8X platform, you know, F80s, F82s, things like that. As we go over these rough bumps here in downtown Orlando. So that'll be the only hint I give you guys. I'm headed to work right now, as you guys can tell. Taking the back road today because, as you guys already know, we did just have pretty much the whole front end of the F80 repainted, and we don't want to take the I-4 and get rock chips. So I'm taking the back roads today where there's a lot less traffic and we can't go as fast in order to avoid rock chips at all cost. So next time I pick up the camera, guys, we'll be installing the taillights. Peace out till then. All right, guys, what's going on? Like I said, I would update you once I got to work, and work is done for the day. So here we are. Now, I did mention to you guys that I was not gonna tell you while I was driving to work which style tail lights that I was gonna be installing on the F80. So as you can see, these are the tail lights that I will be installing. And I'll go ahead and I'll give you a little backstory of them. I'll tell you what type they are, just so you guys can understand better. So, if we come this way, Jamal is here, by the way, guys.
I am here, but I don't know what it'll show.
So, little backstory, right? So, for anybody who's familiar with the F8X chassis, right? So we'll cover the M3, we'll cover the M4, you know, things like that. When these cars first came out, you know, they're called the pre-LCI because when the next version of the car comes out, it's considered the LCI, the facelift. Usually things that change is headlights, front bumper, rear bumper, tail lights, things like that. Just small things on the car, but to give it a different look. So these tail lights that you see right here are the LCI tail lights that are on my 2018 BMW M3. So these tail lights came on the LCI. Now these are it's an LED strip, as you can see right here. It's an LED strip that goes around. Now the entire housing of the tail light is red. Now, if you're familiar with the BMW M3 CS, M4 CS, people always desire to have those tail lights. The reason for that being is because the housing of the tail light on the M3 and M4 CS is a darker color. And people like that because it looks aggressive. The difference between the tail lights that I'm going to install today over on the table and the tail lights on the M3 and M4 CS is that the turn signal on US spec cars, depending on manufacturer discretion, is majority of the time red. You might find amber turn signals on older vehicles like Toyotas, Mustangs, things like that, depending on the year. So, like I was saying, the difference between the US spec CS tail lights and these ones you see right here is that these are European spec LCI tail lights. I won't call them CS, but they're European spec LCI tail lights. So they retain the darker housing of the CS tail light, but the turn signal itself right here, as you can see, is clear. And the reason why it's clear is because the turn signal is no longer red, it's amber. And it's just small touches like this, guys. I mean, for me, it's all about the small details, right? If you don't know what you're looking at, you look at this tail light on my car when I install it, and you'll be like, wow, he got the CS tail lights, until I turn my turn signal on, if I ever use that, because obviously we all drive BMWs. But if I ever do happen to turn my turn signal on, this is gonna illuminate amber. So like I said, it's the small details that make the biggest difference, especially with me. I try to do the smallest things that stand out the most, because as we all know, all F80s are pretty much the same. It doesn't matter where you have the base or you have the competition. We all do the same mods, we all go with the same things, we all buy the same company's products, but it's the small things that we do different from each other that make the biggest difference and make each of our F80s or F82s stand out, at a car show and things like that, So, I'm gonna stop rambling, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the install of these tail lights on the car, and then I'll get a clip, Jamal will get a clip or whatever of, this one side fully complete, with the lights on, so you guys can see the literal difference in color and turn signals and things like that. So, let's go ahead and let's hop into the install. Alright guys, so just like that, you saw how easy it was. Once this panel pops off, this is the little screw slash retainer clip that goes into the side right here. Once that pops off, it's just the two bolts here, then you gotta finesse it, wiggle it off until it comes out. Once it comes out, like I showed you guys, that little alignment dowel with a little rubber mount in the back, just push it into that, it'll line itself up, you don't have to worry about it. So now what we're gonna do is, as I put this back together, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move up to the upper portion of the tail light that's on the trunk itself. If I can get this bad boy to line up. Yeah. There we go. Which is gonna be this one up here. So this one is fairly simple, just like this outer one, but it does require you taking off more things. So what you're gonna start by taking off is these screws in here, and I do believe they are Phillips head screws. So once you remove all the ones up here, up inside of here in the middle section, and then these ones back here, you're gonna unclip this plastic portion that goes on the trunk itself, and it unclips from the side here. Once you unclip this whole section right here is gonna come down, which will expose the bolt that holds in this section right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take everything off and remove this one, and then show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so I have this passenger side fully assembled. As you can see, it might be hard to tell on camera, but in person, this just looks way more aggressive. The housing's a lot darker. You know, to me, this just looks all around better. And you might be able to tell on camera, I'm not too sure, but you look there, and then you look here. You might be able to tell on camera a noticeable difference. Now, the best part is,
Show them the best part, man.
which is what comes next.
That's right.
Is the eye candy.
That's crazy.
So as you guys can tell, like I was telling you guys earlier, this is what the amber turn signal looks like, or yellow, we'll just, right, yellow amber. That's what it looks like. So it matches the same style that's on the side mirrors, essentially. Instead of it being red, like how it comes with the US spec, it's amber for the European spec. And then you get the darker housing, like the CS housing is for the CS M3 and the M4. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys, for the install. I will note, just be careful when you're taking things apart. Everything back here is plastic. So, you know, make sure you take your time. You don't want to damage anything. You don't want to break anything. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not a very difficult install. Just make sure you take your time, be patient with it. So again, like I say, you don't break anything. And you know, as long as you get the OEM product or a reputable company that sells them, that you feel comfortable enough purchasing them from, you know, it should just be plug and play. Like I said, these are OEM. And you saw all I did was just unconnect one connection on each of them, and then I plugged it back in. And it worked just fine. There was no splicing, no wire cutting, no anything like that. And that's why I opted to go with these as opposed to, you know, faux LEDs or, you know, any other type of aftermarket taillight that they produce for the F80. And in my personal opinion, I feel like that looks 10 times better than what it comes with from the factory. So I'm gonna finish wrapping this up. I'm gonna do this side. We'll get some 6 cinematics for you guys. And that's gonna be it. Real quick before I forget, comment down below, what's your favorite style, you know, F8X, F80, F82, you know, M3, M4 taillights. I mean, obviously, you know, I went over pretty much all the ones that come for this car. You know, you have your non-LCI, your LCI, you have your CS with the darker housing, you have your Sport line, which is the M Performance, which has a clear housing, and then you have the faux LEDs. You know, what's your guys' in your personal opinion? The faux LEDs, man. Jamal's laughing, making me laugh, but in your personal opinion, you know, what do you guys think the best? And you know, like I said, I feel like these are the best for what I'm trying to go for. But you know, just comment down below.
So right off the bat, I noticed that from the start, outside of the box, they are a little bit darker, which is nice. But overall, it really changes the whole the whole rear end of the car. Just because that is darker, everything else that is darker in the rear kind of highlights that in a way and completes it. So honestly, I approve. I think this is really nice. One thing I would like to see, no offense, Ben, at all.
Thanks, Bisco. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so don't get upset.
Hey, one thing is, Al will be fucking pissed.
I know Al's gonna be pissed, right?
So don't get upset. It's not knocking anything. I love the taillights. I'm just really interested to see what they would look like on another color, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Just because of how well everything works with the white, I'm really, really interested to see how well everything would work with like a blue or a black or, you know, or even that red, Ferrari red?
Yeah, Ferrari red.
Ferrari red, see, I didn't forget. But yeah, man, once he turned on the hazard lights or the indicators and, you know, and showed me that first person, I completely understand why he went and pulled the trigger to and go through all the hoops and hurdles that he went through to get these taillights.
Literally hoops and hurdles.
Worth it. Yep. But that's my review, honestly. Oh, actually, I got more than that. I never got to tell him how good I thought the paint came out.
Oh.
Because this the review already came out by now.
Yeah, it came out today.
Right.
Technically, Saturday.
But this is
today.
my first time seeing
Right,
it.
it's first time seeing it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When Ben was telling me that he was gonna get the car painted and like everything that he was gonna get done, I was nervous because oftentimes, first of all, there's some shops that won't even take certain cars off rip. So just the fact that he found a shop that'll do it and everything that they said they were gonna do, and the fact that everything that they said they were gonna do, they did first time. Car didn't have to go back. You didn't bring the car back for anything. Right. No complaints. The car never went back. Everything. So, what are they called in Sanford?
Samuel's Auto Body.
They did their job. And honestly, it looks really good. I can't wait for you to take it to detail ground so that you can start driving.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Yeah, because I haven't been driving the car because there's no PPF on the front end right now. And obviously, like I said in the beginning of this video, guys, I don't want to mess up all this fresh paint. You know, it's always a great feeling when you look at your car and you don't see any rock chips from the previous owner or anything like that.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. So I'm trying to make sure I keep it that way for as long as possible. But
Yeah, definitely did a great job. Hood looks amazing. Love that it's carbon too. It's just, the car's just coming along at such a quick pace. And I'm just so glad that we can just keep pushing out content for you guys. Again, whatever you guys like or prefer between the taillights, let us know. And honestly, let us know what color you would like to see on these taillights on. Like what color car you would like to see on it as well too. And that's all I gotta say. Let's wrap this junk up, man. It's time to go eat. Okay.
all right, guys. So with that, we're gonna wrap up this video. Big plans coming in the future, guys. I mean, we got big things coming. I got one more mod that I would like to install before BMW Invasion. Don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to record it for you guys. I never intended on it being a DIY sort of style vlog.
I'm gonna cut you off again. If you guys see us at BMW Invasion, okay, don't hide. Okay, come up, say hi to us. Okay, we'll have Sharpies on hand for all you guys who want our autographs.
Right. Yeah, but here, let me show you guys. So just for a little spoiler alert, if you guys can tell what that is, and you know if it's from this company, for this car, you might know what it is. And then another spoiler alert, OEM from BMW. Sorry, the box is a little dirty. It's been sitting here for about 3 months. The BMW M Performance Has Kit. So we will be...
Stayed this long in the video.
Yeah, for real. So we will be throwing these on the car too before Invasion because I'm tired of riding around like a monster truck. But with all that said, guys, again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. The last time that I showed you guys our subscriber count, I believe it was at 387, and I think right now we're at 423. So that's awesome for us. I mean, we literally saw the change overnight with the amount of subscribers that came to the channel. You know, it's always a good feeling for us knowing that you guys took the time out of your day to sit down and watch our videos, whether that be a DIY or it be a lifestyle vlog or whatever we're just doing in the video. You know, it means a lot to us. You know, each and every one of you, all 423 of you, you know,
Counting.
And counting.
Yeah.
Right, and counting. So, yeah, again, guys, thank you. We appreciate the support. And
We
catch you in the
upload
next. Oh, yeah.
damn near every weekend. Okay,
Yeah.
so for all of you guys who are new to the channel, check back on some of our older videos as well. But just letting you guys know, if you're watching it on a Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day you find this video, just know that Saturday or Sunday, you're gonna get another one from us. So
Yep.
that's sorry for your loss.
Yep. And we'll keep them pushing.
Keep it pushing.
But all right, guys, peace out, and we'll catch you in the next one.